All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to fly the DJI NEO 2 with a video game controller. Here I have a PS4 controller and my phone. You don't need the actual controller or the what's it called, or the transponder or the transmitter, right? The antennas, whatever it's called. Anyways, you don't need any of that stuff. All you need is a video game controller, your phone, and an app. So let's check it out. All right, as you can see, I'm not really flying with any purpose. I just literally want to show you that the controller works. But when I'm actually traveling, this is the controller that I'm actually going to use right here. It's nice and lightweight. All right, so in the bottom corner, you notice the screen recording of my phone. This is just showing you everything in real time. And then you can actually see there's layovers on the actual buttons for the app. There's for the sticks, for the recording, all that good stuff. So once we get back into the studio, I'll walk you through how to set this up. And basically you can use any controller you want. You can even use a mouse and keyboard if you really wanted to. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can use your game controllers, Bluetooth controllers. I even have this one where it is hardwired, so it just plugs right into your phone, and you can use it with your NEO 2. So you're only going to need three things. You're going to need three things. You're going to need, obviously, the NEO 2. You're going to need a Bluetooth controller or even a phone game controller that I got that I'm going to be using for when I go travel. But yeah, so all you need is that, and then you need the app, and the app is free. They do have a paid version, but you can get away with using the free version. I would recommend getting the paid version because sometimes it does throw up ads. It doesn't throw up ads when you're using it. Like when you go to change your settings, sometimes it might throw an ad in there, but other than that, you'll be fine. So yeah, it's called K-Tour. So we install that, and then we'll let that run really quick. All right, so that's done. We'll open that up. All right, so here it's gonna run you through a couple of things you'll have to do. You see tap here to activate, so you'll need permissions. Yes. Turn on your notifications. Ignore battery optimization. Yes, so grant that. Allow. Confirm. All right, so now it's gonna say use your Wi-Fi. I'm going to it's actually easier if you have the NEO 2 connected to your phone already. So let's do that. All right, so we have the NEO 2, it's on. We'll just move this controller over to the side. It's on and running, so we'll leave that there. We will actually go into our, what's it called? We'll go into the Fly app. All right, so as you can see, we have the app up and running. We have the camera, it's on. We're actually just gonna leave it there, go back to the K-Tour app. It's gonna have us do a couple things. We have to enable a floating widget. So we'll do that. So we'll go down to the K-Tour. We will enable it. Then we're good with that. Then we have to enable debugging, USB debugging. So we will go down and find the USB debugging, turn that on, hit OK. Then we'll back up again. And then we gotta allow the overlay settings, so we'll do that. Oh, sorry, we'll go back and check it. Allow screen overlay settings. So allow screen overlay settings, we gotta find that. Here we go, allow screen overlay settings. Yes, then we go back again. All right, so we enabled that. We'll hit that one, mark as done. Then we have to enable the wireless debugging. So we'll go back in here, go down. We will find, here we go, wireless debugging, turn that on. I always hit allow just so it doesn't have to keep doing it over and over again. So we're good. Now we go back again. Then we can start pairing. So right here on top, there is a little box that will pop up. You will need some information.
So we go back down to the wireless debugging. All right, so here we go, wireless debugging. We will go in there. We will hit pair device with code. So we need to type in this pairing Wi-Fi code into the pairing Wi-Fi code, and then we need to port the then we need to put the port code into the port code. So we will do that. So we're going to type this number. And then we hit pair. All right, so that's all set. All right, so once we have all that done, then we can add our controller. Let me see actually. So we can add our controller. I'll have to put this into pairing mode. All right, so I have my controller in the pairing mode. So we'll have to go into our Bluetooth. All right, so our wireless controller, we will pair that. Then we can go back into our K-Tour app. As you can see, the device, it's already in here. So it says wireless controller. It's enabled. There's two of them. One's for the touchpad. You don't need that, or you can use it if you want. Doesn't really matter. So then we have to go into add mapping apps. So we'll just hit this plus sign right here. We'll find the DJI Fly app. So that's here. And then we will go back. So let's actually go into the Fly app. Don't want to do that now. So let's connect to the drone. All right, so then we will go into manual controls, and then we will hit the button to make it full screen. As you can see, we have the K-Tour button right on top. So we can add different things. So we can do, if we hit this button here, this is like profiles. You can't use the profiles, you only have one because it's for the paid app, but it doesn't really matter, we don't really need it. We do have settings here, we'll go through that after. And then we have here is the add the buttons. So usually when you have the drone in the air already, it will show the controls. We don't have that right now, but I will show you. So here we go down to game joystick. So we have the left movement, we will hit that. You can see it brings up a circle and then it has a bunch of settings. We don't really need to mess with any of these settings. You can if you want. We can also change the size of the circle, but you can hit save and then hit this plus button again to get rid of it. And right here it says left stick. So left stick is usually like around right here. So we can actually click on that and then we can change the radius of the circle that we need to fit perfectly on the joystick that we have. And then we hit save and we're good. So then we can go again, add I just hit camera for this one, for the right stick, and then hit save. And then we'll move that out the way again and we'll bring it over here because it's usually about right here. And then we can click on it, and if we need, we can change the radius to whatever size that we need. So that works right there. Hit save. So as you can see right now, we have overlays of the actual buttons. You can actually toggle these on and off. So if you don't want to see them, when you go back into the actual screen, you won't see any of the buttons. I usually just leave mine on just so I know that they're there. So we can do that, leave that there. And then we can add some more buttons for the record, camera button, and then the horizontal flip or vertical thing, whatever you want to call it. So we can go back to the plus button. We can go back up here to tap. And then here where you see it says null, it's a shortcut. We'll click that. And let's say we want to add a button for the record. I'm going to hit right here on the PlayStation button. I'm actually going to hit this button right here, the PS button. It says mode because that's the mode button. So you hit OK. And then you can hit save. And then if you want, lower this out the way. Now you see we have a mode little button right here. So we can take this and move it right on top. Oh, sorry, hit save again. Oh, cancel. We can actually move that right on top of the record button there. And then we can add another button. So let's add another tap. And let's add the circle button here. Well, it says B when it pops up, but I hit the circle button. And we can hit OK, hit save, bring this out the way again. And then we can bring this right up here to the video/photo button. And then we do it one more time, hit tap, hit null, and then I'm gonna hit square, and that will change the vertical and the vertical and the horizontal. We'll hit OK again, hit save, get this out of the way really quick. Take this and put it right over the button there. And then we have the cancel, close this out the way. Here we have the gimbal where we can do up and down. Like I said, there is a paid version of the app, so you don't get certain buttons, but we can still use it. So we'll go back into the K-Tour app, and then we will go plus sign again, and then we will hit we'll use the we'll use the tap again. So then we'll hit null, and then we're actually going to use down is going to be for the L2 is going to be down, so we'll do that. Hit save, and then we'll do another tap button. We'll hit the null again, and we'll hit L1 for the gimbal to go up. Hit save, get that out the way. So we can actually take these buttons, put them right here where the toggle is for the gimbal, and we can put that there. So like I said, the full version of the app has more options, and you'll be able to use swipe and things like that, but for the free version we'll just use this. And then so when you use the gimbal, you take your finger and you can either let me get back out of here. You can either keep doing it. Gotta hit the button to go back. There we go. So we can take this lever and we can go up and down, and then obviously the more we push it, the faster it will go. So as you can see, these buttons right here are on the path of the lever, so you can kind of almost set the speed that you want by putting the L1 higher or lower, and that'll set the speed. So we'll go back into the K-Tour app. We have everything set up, I believe, that we need. Yes. So as you can see now, I can hit this and it will make the gimbal go up, and hit this one, it'll make the gimbal go down. So that's pretty cool. And then we can hit what did I do? Mode. So the mode button. Now we're recording, and we can turn it back off. And then we can hit the camera button, and that will turn it into photo, and then that will turn it back into video. And then we have the vertical and horizon, so we can change that, and you're good to go. So that works perfectly. I'm gonna bring it in the air really quick. I'm already showing you this outside, but let's do it anyways.
Manual mode. 3, 2, 1.
All right, so you can probably hear the drone. As you can see, this is me. Here we go. You can move the drone all around. Not gonna do too much. And then we have forward. So we can move it forward. Whoa. Back it up a little bit. And we can move it backwards. You'll get this better when it's outside, but there you go. You see that? Let me land this really quick. All right.
Fly in well-lit, textured environment.
So as you see, this works really, really well. I do have this one that I'm going to be using for my phones for when I travel. I don't have to bring so when I'm traveling, I don't have to bring the big controller that I have, and I don't have to bring the antenna that I have for the controller. I could just use this. Now, like I said, this one's hardwired, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Bluetooth. It works perfectly fine. I just don't know if there's any latency, and I don't want to take any chances. You should be 100% good. I don't think you're gonna. It's fast that it's gonna respond, so you're gonna be good. But I am anal about things, so I got this one. Like I said, it is hardwired into the phone, so you will just put this in here, and it will. Nope, sorry, wrong way. You just put this in here, and it connects right into the phone. So I did have the phone the other way, so the buttons have kind of moved. So you can always go back into the K-Tour app, and then you can just move stuff around that you need to move around. Cancel. All right, so we have that there. So there we go. Everything works fine. So this is the record button now. We still have the paddles up here, so we can go up and down. And then we have, there we go. You can turn that into vertical mode. Back to horizontal. And B was good. So yeah, everything works fine. The sticks work. So this is how you can use Bluetooth controllers and game controllers to fly your DJI NEO 2, and you don't have to lug around a bigger controller and worry about maybe even breaking it, because I'm just gonna literally throw this controller into my bag and I'm good to go.